from a master and a student to the opposite side of the coin in a life-ending duel, or so we thought. There's another crossing of paths between Obi-Wan and Anakin, this time in the form of Darth Vader, which will bring a lot to the table, and a series set in the perfect time period of the Star Wars universe that is there to bridge the gap between the prequel and the main story from the past, and most of the events happening in between. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series is coming, there's no doubt about it, exclusively on Disney+, together with all the other Star Wars movies and series. There's still no trailer about the series, however, we might be expecting something of the sort very shortly, and we will dive deeper into that a little bit later. The series is not far from being released, as it has been said that 2022 will be the year when we will see Ewan McGregor back in the role. We're in for a treat, as the Jedi Master's return is looming ever so closely. It will bring a lot to the table. Big changes, incredible twists, and all kinds of bits and pieces we ought to know even before the series premieres. And that's why we're here today. As we said before, there's still no official release date scheduled. However, recent rumors point out that the filming side of things is already over, and the only thing left is the post-production and the editing side of things, which should not take long, when all the other projects are taken into consideration. So, taking The Mandalorian Season 3 as a guideline, thus if the series follows the other Star Wars projects that have already been released on Disney+, we should be expecting it to drop by the summer of 2022. The series was announced back in 2019, and the recent Disney Plus Day featurette and concept art in the only clip we have so far are very promising.
You may want to check again.
Despite an official trailer not being released yet, we got this tiny little featurette video that tells us a lot about what to expect from the series moving forward. It reveals concept art for the show, including a picture of Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling it out, along with some words from the man of the hour, Ewan McGregor. He said that even he was capable of receiving the hunger the fans have for the return of the character, which, put together with the dark time he's returning to, should be a promising element that will eventually drive the series as the story progresses. The starting point of the story seems to be Obi-Wan's protection of Luke Skywalker on Tatooine, with Darth Vader having a part to play in the midst of it all. One of the biggest, not problems, but confusions about all of the stories in the Star Wars universe is where the events take place, which is also the issue this series faces, as to when and where the setting of the series will be. The company behind it all, Lucasfilm, has confirmed that the series will take place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, more specifically, a decade after Anakin's defeat and his transformation into Darth Vader. It is a little information we got, but it's worth it, as it sets the tone of the series. And when the years between the events are put together, we are also looking at a series that is set 5 years before the events of the Mandalorian series, a detail which might bring us some interesting faces to the small screens, maybe even a crossover between the two series, one character being part of both of the series in a big way. There will be 6 episodes, 1 hour long each, so we will have around 6 hours to see things through and witness where the journey will take us. One of the biggest things about the series, something every Star Wars fan is looking for, are the characters that will appear. Some of the older ones, but also some of the new faces joining the scene, especially characters, as we said before, from the series that have already been released with their TV shows. Thus, joining Ewan McGregor will be the other long-time confirmed actor, Hayden Christensen, who will reprise his role in the return as Darth Vader. The series will bring all the characters from Tatooine, including the likes of Luke's Uncle Owen and his wife Beru. We're sure of it, that when we see the series, we'll all feel a bit nostalgic, but that's how things work in this universe. There are also some new faces joining the scene, but since many of them have still to get listed for the roles they will be playing, we will skip them for now, as they're not at the center of attention today. Another interesting thing about the series, which will bring a lot of memories from the past, has to be the return of Darth Vader, but also the second duel between him and his Jedi Master Obi-Wan, who were confirmed to cross paths and lightsabers once again. In the first bout, Obi-Wan had the high ground and defeated Anakin and left him for dead on Mustafar. The 10-year time jump will give us a lot more information about how things stand, and how we got from the no from Revenge of the Sith all the way to the planet-destroying villain in A New Hope. It's the same person, but a lot has changed him in between, and this is exactly the thing we're most excited about: the journey and how things went. A journey that'll blow our minds, to say the least. The series will likely bridge the gap between the two movies, where the story of the series will take place and will deliver a lot to talk about. The events over the course of that period, but also the characters and where they are during that time. But also after it, where did they find their shelter from the scavenging Jedi hunters? One of the stars, even though we don't know who, has stated that when the trailer of the series will drop, we'll be mind blown. It's a bold move, but if the trailer delivers, it'll be a very good one. Other cast members have said that one of the most interesting things about the series will for sure be the nature of the series, with it serving as connective tissue between the prequels and the main story. There have also been rumors about why a trailer has not been made. Well, one of the reasons, which we think is true, is that it needs to be well polished before being released, so there are no mistakes in it, regarding all of the surroundings, the characters, the setting, and the story. The people working behind the scenes have also shared their excitement about the new series, which is also one of the most anticipated ones according to IMDb's list, saying that fans will get to enjoy some of Obi-Wan's untold adventures, just like what Marvel's Star Wars series by writer Jason Aaron did, but in a form of a series. The reunion between the student and the master is supposedly going to be an emotional moment, despite all the things happening around them, an emotional moment for all of us in our homes too, because we came to know them for so long, even when Anakin was just a boy. Nevertheless, this series will bring a lot of memories from the past, and feelings for the specific characters we might have forgotten over the years. The series is poised to take the world by storm, and knowing all of the bits and pieces we got on our hands right now, we are more than certain that the series will be an epic one. How can it not be? Ewan McGregor is reprising his role after all.
I don't think so.
On a related note, tell us down below in the comments, what are your thoughts on the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi, his life throughout the prequel trilogy, but also, what are your expectations about the series, and what do you think will be the main plot point which will control all the events happening around it? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time!